Thank you for being here. Cheers.
It's the full look. It's
We decided to try one each of the antipastis here at Paolo, and I'm really excited. This tuna looks just exquisitely cooked, and I've been really excited about that truffle cheese for a while. So let's dive in. And we thought we would just get one of each so we could actually sample all of the options.
The truffle cheese is good.
That's really nice.
You folks up there?
Thank you for being here. Cheers. That Prosecco is really nice. It's actually very light and very dry. Really nice.
That's pretty nice. Yeah.
It's a very light.
Good.
The mussel was nice. I only added a teeny tiny bit of the cocktail sauces with it just for a little bit of acidity. It was great.
Are you enjoying all the little antipasti items?
It's really
So
nice.
far, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Thank you. That's our server, Ian. I'm gonna put a picture in right here. I wouldn't add anything to that smoked salmon. I didn't want to add, but like, there's so much dill and pepper that's really nice. How is this though? This had been,
The beef?
Yeah, the beef I'm very curious about. That and the truffle cheese have been
It
people's
was absolutely terrible.
favorite.
Take that back. That's really good.
I'm excited about this tuna. Oh
It's
wow,
good.
it's really nicely cooked. It is super soft, buttery soft.
Just lightly seared on the outside with a little bit of.
Yeah. Now you have to really enjoy seafood that is fresh and seafood. It's not. Yes, they have seasons with them, seasonings. You know what I mean? It has things that's been added to it as it's been prepared, but you're still enjoying the seafood itself. It's not being covered by the sauces or the spices.
But it definitely has a little bit of a kick to it. You can get a hint of that. It does.
Well, I
build a
meant
little.
everything in general
Oh, I meant for
on
the-
this plate,
for the
but
tuna.
yeah, the tuna is really nice and it does build, but it's great.
It's good. I would say the black truffle cheese is my favorite of the two cheeses. But I mean, it's really, really good regardless. I would say of the meats, the beef is my favorite.
Yeah, I haven't had it yet. I feel like there's a lot more on the meat selection than on the seafood.
I agree.
I like the seafood selection. I probably would pick the meat selection if I had to only pick one. I would pick the meat selection. And I love seafood.
Agreed.
If you've been to Paolo, I would love to hear what your feedback was and what your experience was like. I'd love to hear all about it.
Yeah.
Because so far, everything that I've seen online that people have discussed as being their favorites has been pretty consistent, and they were also consistent with the server's recommendations. I like how slow their rotations are. They don't get sat so fast. They have the ability to actually take time with the guests.
Instead of have a little bit of a spice, I'm curious.
I'm curious too. I'm pretty much like a medium spice person. He's more hot.
It's the banana pepper. But the one good thing about banana pepper is it clears the palate nicely.
That's a good point. Oh dear.
You just threw a claw at me.
I'm sorry. You can't take me anywhere, darling.
I'm
You just
eating
can't.
mucus again.
Is that what that is? I'm actually really curious about some of the bread service items, so.
curious about the focaccia.
Yeah, you said it was a caramelized onion and gorgonzola focaccia, I think. Focaccia?
That's what he said.
It sounds amazing. I'm going to try this beef. Yeah. It kind of... Is it weird that it kind of reminds me of Christmas? I don't know. There's a sweetness in the smoke of it. And the seasoning of it. It's really interesting. We were mostly curious about this one, right?
I think so.
Oh, there's a couple in there. I can put it on this side if you wish.
It works. Both very good. Meat over seafood.
That's a really nice focaccia.
There you go.
There we go. For any of you baking enthusiasts, this looked really, really delightful. Spinach and sun-dried tomato. I just had to share it because we watch a lot of baking show.
It does not appear to have a soggy bottom,
But it's not a tart or a
and
pie.
it is also well baked.
It's not bad, but I prefer the focaccia.
Huh.
See what I mean?
Sun-dried tomato is an intense flavor,
Seems light, right?
and I don't get that.
Yeah. I got spinach.
Yeah, I get the spinach, but I don't get some. I mean, I was expecting more of a punch you in the mouth, punch you in the
Some tomato.
flavor, and I'm not getting that at all. It's okay, but I like the focaccia better.
I agree. I like the focaccia better. We're sitting here chatting about how nice it was last night. We left the kids. Well, I mean, I kind of summed up yesterday, but I was so tired and such because it was a late night for us.
12:30.
I know. We
We were
made it
like
to
kids
12.
again. It
We
was
made
amazing.
it to 12:30. Oh my
Midnight.
goodness.
We closed the place down.
We did. They turned off the lights. We all had to leave. But yeah, the younger ones were taking.
There we are, your delicious egg selection.
Thank you.
That
So
looks
that
lovely.
one is the smoked salmon poached egg with hollandaise sauce and a little touch of caviar on top. Either of you care for some fresh black pepper?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Wonderful.
We will wait for a minute.
These are good.
Wait in case you need for the
Oh,
sherry.
thank you.
Thank you.
There we are.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Please enjoy.
Thank you. You ready to crack it?
So we opted for the poached egg with smoked salmon and a touch of caviar on top. I'm actually really curious about this. It looks really lovely, and I love an egg Benedict. So, yay! I'm excited. Are you excited? This man. But yes, we came home late. It was like 12:30, and we were just tired. So I did a very brief recap of yesterday, well, at least last night. But we were both just talking about how nice it felt to put the kids to bed and then venture off into one of the adult lounges and just be an adult at a lounge at a bar, watch silliness, watch fun, laughed a lot. I laughed a lot. And then we danced. I'm like, I don't remember the last time I danced at all. Just don't remember.
It's probably been 20 plus years for me. Wow.
That was very good.
That's damn.
Wow. The tang and the creaminess from the hollandaise with the smoked, I know you can get a smoked salmon version of Eggs Benedict anywhere, but
Holy mackerel.
this is really good.
That's spectacular.
I'm also glad that we're trying different things and we're sharing things.
Fantastic. So I have your delicious celery soup
Oh
here.
goodness. Okay. Thank you. That looks lovely.
Fantastic. You're very welcome.
Thank you, Ian. This is
Can I
your
have my
fork.
fork back?
I'm sorry.
Would you double fist it?
I know, right? Just go to town. Delightful. Very delightful. Okay. I'm excited about that soup. So this is the celery soup, which I think sounds really weird. I've seen it so many times before on vlogs, but people were like, no, that's really, really good. It has a spicy sausage on top, and I'm just so.
Focaccia croutons.
Okay, but back to last night when we got to be adults, like without our kids.
Yeah, it was great.
We watched this game show. It's called Match Your Mate, which I've seen before through other vlogs, and it's hilarious. I think it also depends on the couples that go up there. You have to be able to get into it and not take everything so seriously and have fun. It was hilarious. I laughed so hard. Oh my goodness.
It was good.
I think my favorite question was when they asked the women, how would you describe, what do you say, your love life?
Which of these three Disney songs
Best describes your love life.
describes your love life?
Yeah, and it was A Whole New World from Aladdin, and then Almost There from Princess and the Frog, and then It's a Small World.
Oh, that's just painful.
But what's funny is every time he played the Almost There, he would like look down and go, you got it? You get it, right? Do you understand? Like, you get it, right?
Whereas I wanted to say apparently she wouldn't.
Right. Oh. But it was hilarious to see the responses and see what people said. But what's funny is like the couples, like for the most part, they were right on track.
Yep.
Everyone, like they had the same answers. I think I mentioned it last night, but basically like, you know, at first it was the women who were asked 3 questions. Or was it 2 questions? I can't remember. 3?
3 each time.
And then the men were sat at the front of like the stage, and they had these headphones on, so they couldn't hear anything, but they can of course see everybody like laughing and stuff. And then they pulled the men on stage and asked the men, what do you think your wife answered? And then they would switch that out and do the same thing again, but reverse, who of course was in the hot seat.
The first half, when it was the women getting asked, 3 questions, 3 couples. There was 1 error, 1 wrong answer. So it was 8 out of 9 of the.
Yeah, they all were like
Bang, bang, bang.
Everyone had it. Now, I've seen other vloggers show that where they're like, what?
Completely
No,
off.
oh my gosh.
It was the second half when the men were asked and the women responded that there were more errors.
Yeah.
But even then, they were still pretty right on.
Yeah, it was really
I think
close.
the men's questions were tougher though.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
More.
Which of your wife's family would you leave behind on an island?
But
Come
I
on.
think that
None
goes with
of
like the
the
joke of like how
questions.
you don't like your in-laws.
I know, but none of the questions the women got were close to that.
Very
and then
true.
they also got, where was the most interesting place that you've experienced the magic? And every time he said the magic, the DJ would throw that wah 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 wah, and he'd run out. The host would run out and do like a semi sort of supposed to be sexy dance, and it wasn't. But
It was he did
hilarious.
it to be funny. I bet the dude actually has moves. To even pretend like you don't have moves,
You have to have something.
you have to have something. So he was doing a good job.
But I mean,
you know?
those are 2 questions that.
Those are tough questions.
Those are tougher. I think that the
Right.
women got softballs,
I also don't.
and then the men were like, "All right, now we're gonna play."
Is it weird
Toss
though
them
that I
balls.
also don't like that it was like, what would he say your like his annoying habits are?
Yeah.
Why does that, like, what, you're not annoyed by a habit that I have?
That's
like
it,
that
yeah.
seems weird.
Again,
Like, why can't
all
he
3
have
of the
a
men's
habit?
questions were tough.
A little
All
bit
3
tougher.
of the women's questions were like softball.
Yeah, but it was really great. We did that. This was all in the Tube, which is inside of the Europa area in the Fantasy where all the different lounges are. And after they finished with that, they put on some music, and we were like, I can't remember the last time we danced. Unfortunately, I had changed into leggings and a Spirit jersey, so I was hot. But it was a lot of fun to just go feel, I don't know, not feel like a parent. Like
15 years younger.
Right, like we've gone other places and been without the kids, but to go to like a club atmosphere and dance, it was totally crazy. Okay,
a lot of fun.
all right, let's see what we think of the celery soup. I'm gonna try it without the sausage first. Okay, I would eat that every day.
Oh yeah, that's good. Wow, that's really good.
It seems weird to think celery in a soup, but it is so creamy. It is so tasty. It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really, really good. This is spectacular.
When all you hear is and it's good. You know what I mean? So we opted for a half and half, which you could do, and I did not know, so that was good information. But this is the spicy Italian sausage, and then this is the off menu, but not off menu, and it is the grape and gorgonzola with a little bit of balsamic glaze, which of course we both opted to try this one first. So I'm really curious. I'm so curious and excited because it's always fun to have that funk with tang and sweet. I think, unlike normal, I'm going to fork and knife it.
Yeah. Nobody judge. We're eating pizza with fork and a knife.
Yeah, it seems weird, but I just don't want to pick it up. Sorry. Come on, what you think? I think that's a yes.
I think that's a yes. I think I need another bite to really...
Cheers.
Bite yours.
Yummy.
Yeah, if you're willing to be a little bit brave and step out of your comfort zone,
But it's,
that's really good.
if you don't think about, oh, well, pizza is supposed to be meat and cheese or veggies and cheese, and you know what I mean? And you allow yourself to accept that in Italy, you actually don't get, like, it's not pepperoni pizza, it's not what it is. Then, yes, it's fantastic.
Very good. And I can definitely see why people say you're going to be stuffed leaving.
Yeah, the recommendation is to not have breakfast.
I would, yeah. I would
We
second
didn't.
that recommendation.
We were extremely hungry. Like I said earlier, we were at the buffet with the kids, getting them something before we dropped off the kids club going, I'm so hungry.
How is the flatbread? Do you love it?
The gorgonzola and
Not
grape.
good at all, right?
The gorgonzola and grape was so good.
Something different, right?
Okay. The sausage is really good. It's a nice sausage. It's extremely flavorful. It's a nice flatbread. I would have gotten a whole pizza of the other one.
I am glad we did half and half though, so we can test it.
So we could test it and try. But honestly, that grape and gorgonzola, that's
That was
everything
banging.
right there.
But the Italian sausage has enough heat. If somebody's scared of heat, they need to stay away from it. There's just enough of a hint there. And I feel like if you're just going to eat a whole one of the sausage, it would overwhelm somebody who was a little bit leery of heat.
But here's
That
my
could very well
thing.
be.
The sausage, it's rich. It's very good, flavorful sausage. If I had that for an entire, I would, I'd be too full.
Very good.
Yeah, we're gonna be so full. I'm glad we're gonna be walking around a bit with Lucas and up and about with him. Our plan after this is to, well, see how much time we have. But go get Lucas probably, what,
2:30ish.
2:30 or so, maybe a little bit earlier. Maybe we get changed a little early. We don't have to, but we could. But get him and take him to get a little something to eat. He doesn't know it yet, but he has Pirate League, which is the pirate version of Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, where you go in and you get like a pirate makeover, and tonight's pirate night. So I'm excited to do that with him. And
He's
then
gonna lose his mind.
I think so. I hope so. You know what I mean? Like you think, oh, I think my kid's really gonna love this, and then they do it, and they're like, okay, never mind. This is so much food. He just asked me what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. It really bugs me when people can't just be, when people just can't use manners. Would you like this? No. Perhaps maybe you would like something else to drink or something more to drink? No. No, I'm fine with this. You could say like, no thank you. Or yes please. Whatever happened to that? I can't tell you how many people, like, they don't acknowledge other people's presence. They don't say hi, how are you, nothing. It's just do what you need to take care of me. That's it. And it just
One of my favorite phrases. Common courtesy is no longer common.
it's not common anymore.
Wonderful. I have the delicious mushroom ravioli here.
Ooh, thank you.
Only getting better and better every time I come back.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Amazing.
Can I clear this one away?
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
There we go. You're very welcome. Please enjoy.
That looks lovely.
And stop.
Yes, because I need to take pictures of the ravioli. one of the entrees that we selected is the wild mushroom ravioli. It has a Meyer lemon nut butter and it has toasted pine nuts. It looks really light. And I'm thinking the flavor will pack a punch.
I bet it
but
will.
It looks very light.
And gratefully, big plate with a portion, so we're not going to be like wobbling. Not from this at least.
I'm going to be pretty full, that's for sure.
The lemon is really bright, which is good, because I feel like if it wasn't there, it would be really dense, really heavy.
My only thing with it, maybe you were going to say this, I agree with that. It's very bright, it's very lovely. If you like lemon flavor, it's very bright, and it's very creamy. The pine nut adds a nice bit of earthiness, but I'm not getting as much mushroom as I thought I might. Okay. I didn't know if that was just me.
No, the dominant flavor is the lemon.
It doesn't taste poorly. It just doesn't have as much mushroom as I thought. That lemon is really big, but it's very tasty. He just asked me if I was as happy as I hoped I'd be.
Only because of the deep sigh. It wasn't like a exasperated sigh. It was definitely a contented sigh.
It was also a, oh golly, this is all I'm
And a veteran's sigh.
0 calories.
0 calories.
Are you serious though? The shows have been your favorite?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The food has been hit or miss. This, not counting this has been really good.
Yeah, very delightful.
I feel like flavor-wise, I was expecting this everywhere for dinner.
Yeah, I kind of...
Flavor-wise, I don't expect the ambiance, the service, the whole nine, but I was expecting that the food would taste this level across the board. And I mean, it's been, I'm trying to find a good way to put this, but it's been hit or miss. I think you were right in that phrase, but it's been hit or miss, and so I can't say the food's my favorite thing. Not really. The drinks have been fun, but they're pretty standard stuff. There's nothing mind-boggling. There wasn't anything. We didn't really come across anything really Disney-fied either. So,
which I'm grateful for.
I am. But in that sense, then all you're doing is just you have a standard bartender make you standard drinks. So there's nothing really out of the ordinary there.
Yeah, but how many people are like, oh my gosh, yeah, sure, Disney. I want to have some Disney, and my kids are on Disney. But I can't tell you how many people are like, I don't want Disney everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
But all in all, the prices of the alcohol's been really good. I've been kind of surprised by that. That was a positive. I mean, we haven't done shore excursions for obvious reasons, but that's fine. And that might change from.
Sure.
That might become my favorite thing later.
Yeah, I think the more we do, because you and I definitely want to travel internationally. We want to explore the different countries, the different cities, and so I think, for this cruise, because we really just wanted to do what was on the ship. Just enjoy the ship and explore the ship because it's big. I think that's definitely a wise idea. But yeah, I think that as we decide to do more, that yes, we will be getting off because, well, now we've done a lot of the stuff on the ship, so now we want to see the other countries. We want to enjoy those sites and learn.
I might be less inclined to push for a Palo and a Remy, and more inclined to focus on can we use that money to do exploring, and especially as they get more and more along, where they're getting back to feeding the kids at lunch, so parents can go do their thing, or inversely, as our kids get older and more able to do things, with us.
That too, definitely, because that's my biggest argument for wanting to do Adventures by Disney, because there's no Disney, you're immersed where you are. So if you're taking a Danube river cruise or a Rhine River cruise, wow, oh my goodness. You get what I'm saying. Yes.
Should be in a food coma in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm getting there. But when you do those, there is no Disney.
Right.
You steam in a boat, like in a river cruise boat, overnight, and you wake up in a new city, and everything is about immersing you and whomever is in your party in those experiences, so that you learn about where you're at. And I want to do that for the kids because I really want them to see there's more to the world than the U.S. And I always wanted to do it early so that they grew up with that thought and that awareness. Lucas did ask me when we pulled into Cozumel yesterday. He did look at me and say, "I wonder what their life is like." I think is what he said. And I was like, "That's a very good question," and I'm very glad that he asked that question because it shows at least there's a little bit of a curiosity.
Yeah.
So.
And that little bit of curiosity will hopefully become more and more as we do things like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is also the point, right? We wanted this to be an experience for everybody.
Yeah. I'm getting really tired. All the food is like hitting my system, and I'm like, okay.
Well, I think there's more inbound, so.
No. The famous chicken parmesan that everyone raves about. I'm curious to see what the rave is. It looks good.
Yeah.
It's definitely hitting me.
You don't eat for the morning, and then you consume like a massive amount of food, and it's
Your body just goes.
plus wine because you get wine for free, right? You get the first class,
It's included.
complimentary. Yeah, just as a combined, it's like when your exhaustion kicks in.
Okay, the chicken is soft to cut, which is nice. I'm just gonna try the chicken and the sauce first.
It's good. I don't think it's the best thing we've had.
Oh, really?
It's good. I just don't think it's the best thing we've had. I think that the ravioli was better than that.
I would agree. Okay. So I'm gonna give you like me. I'm just gonna do the chicken with the sauce.
That's pretty good.
I think it's good. I guess, I don't know, I hear so much wow over it that I was thinking like I would go, I didn't have that reaction. I think it's very nice. I did not try the risotto yet. I really just wanted to taste the chicken and the sauce. And yeah, I think it's really good, but I definitely wasn't like, wow, this is
Blown away.
amazing. And that's a lot of what I usually hear is like, oh my gosh, this is like the best thing in the whole world. Now, if this isn't something you eat that often and you can't get anywhere that's cooked decently, then you might feel differently about it. I'm grateful that the breading is definitely still crispy. It hasn't lost any of that.
No, it's good. Yeah. Yeah.
The risotto's good.
Risotto's very good.
I am so full, but these desserts look really, really incredible. So we ordered dessert because of course you have to try it. We don't mind chocolate. Me personally, I can't do a lot of it. It's so rich for me. I prefer tart or like berries and cream style kind of desserts. So we decided to go with 2 on the menu that were just that, and we avoided the rich chocolate recommendation. I would have gone with his recommendation, honestly. Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time speaking because I'm just literally so full and tired. So no chocolate, too much, too rich, but then we opted for the cream that is made, the cream with berries. It's made with the Marsala wine.
So Zabaglione.
Zabaglione and the limoncello torte. So things that would be lighter and not quite so rich and heavy.
Yeah. That's the theory, at least.
Right. We're sitting here talking about, okay, we're going to go get Lucas at this time. We're going to go do that. Do we have time for this or that? No, I don't know. I really want to go take a nap. Okay, this is what we have to do. we don't have time to go take a nap, but let's go back to the room. We'll get changed into what we want to get changed in. And he was like,
Not sit down on the
don't
bed.
lay down on the bed. Under no circumstances can you lay down on the bed.
We will not be getting back up.
That bed is the most comfortable bed ever, and it's every any bit of energy you have during the day, if you have any and you lay down on that, especially if the ship is underway, if it's sailing, it's just like a home, and it just, oh my gosh, yeah, I could, yeah, I want the bed. It would be better if it came with a ship that would sail me while I slept, but
I'll
yeah,
see what I
that
can
doesn't
do
happen.
for you. Is it 15 million for a yacht these days?
Oh jeez. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, seriously though, I don't think I've slept this well since I was still on a ship, just because of the rocking and the hum. There's something so soothing about it, and yeah, those beds are extremely comfortable. So good.
And then this is the gluten-free free lemon chocolate bar. If you want, I can bring you
I'm gonna pass out.
the lemon chocolate.
Here, I'll hold you up if you hold me up.
It's miracle on the plate.
The difficulty that I have with not eating until you get here is that legitimately causes a sugar spike and crash.
Yep. Well, here's more sugar spike coming.
So, well, I could use the sugar spike for a while. Thank you.
Ta-da-da, that's the Italian
Ooh,
Zabaglione.
that looks beautiful.
Amazing.
And we have the lemon tart. There we
Thank you
are.
so much.
Fantastic. Looks delicious, right?
It does. It looks very nice.
I hope you enjoy. Fantastic. And
Anyone like the smell of like marshmallows when you've been making s'mores and they like get a little bit burnt? I love that smell, and it kind of has that little bit of burn on it, crisping. Oh yeah, that's I have room now. My belly can make room for that. That is beautiful, and it looks so simple, but oh my gosh, that cream is incredibly light and soft.
And yummy.
Toward the lemon chocolate.
Want some? Come get some. Worth every penny.
You're mean. It's really good. Light, vanilla-y. The lemon isn't like overpowering.
Yeah, these were good choices. For people that aren't heavy sugar eaters, these are very good choices.
Can you pick a favorite?
That one by about
A smidgen.
that much. And I mean,
I have
thinnest of
no.
margins.
I want the biscotti. It would be a nice little bit of crunch. I don't know if I could pick one.
so, Chef insisted you have one more dessert.
Oh, okay.
This is to say congratulations
Oh,
on your
thank you.
first cruise, right?
Thank you so
And
much.
hopefully now it's going to be the first of many,
Yes, Bobby, thank
right?
you so much.
Just to
It's
say
been a
we're
pleasure.
celebrating with you.
Thank you so
very
much.
You're very
I
welcome.
really appreciate that. To our first cruise.
Sometimes that still kind of gets me. Walking to the adult space yesterday morning. I think this is going to be in the vlog anyhow, but in case the audio didn't come out because the phone was in plastic, I was almost going to like start crying again because I've had so many pictures and backgrounds, whether it was on my phone or computers or pictures that I've put up on visual boards or in frames of the ship, specifically like the stack with the logo and the Mickey head, and seeing it in person and being able to look at it, I was just like, I'm losing my mind. I was about ready to cry again.
See, this is just like a little bit of coffee.
A little espresso. It'd be perfect.
our very first fancy meal. A truly fancy meal here.
Oh, you mean on the ship?
I mean, at any Disney property.
Oh, hours together. I don't know. Yeah, hours. So, Toledo. It wasn't fancy, but it was definitely upscale dining.
Yeah, but it wasn't like
It
this,
was-
where they pull the table out to sit you.
That's
for-
pretty. That's for sure. No, like there's. To me, there's a difference between upscale dining and something that is a nice experience. Toledo had amazing food, and the view was just so wonderful. And the service was really good, but this is an experience. Toledo is on the upper floor of Gran Destino Tower. It's the one that is Spanish inspired that I went to.
You know the one that I didn't get to go to? She says, I'm mean. With all my soul.
But I mean, as far as like food preparation and the caliber of flavor, I would put its caliber of flavor with this, but this is a dining experience versus just really awesome food.
This is definitely something else. Worth everybody.
I need to walk around something fierce. We are just finishing up the check. One of the things that I was telling him is how gratuity is actually factored into the $45 fee that you pay for Palo, because Palo is extra. That said, if you get any extra drinks or anything above the $45, then you do pay gratuity on those pieces. So he was noting that the gratuity was like $3 on a tab that is not $3. And so I was explaining that, and he was like, I don't care. He's like, I'm still going to tip him more because he gave us an experience. He really talked to us about the foods. He talked to us about Palo. He talked to us about why it was named Palo or why it's here. And he gave us a lot of information and really helped to create the experience. And so he was
He earned
like,
it.
yeah, Duke was like, I'm going to give him more. So, and you are able to do that. I just don't want you to think you have to.
Correct.
But you definitely can. Just be aware there is gratuity factored in already to the $45 per person sitting fee.
And there's gratuity factored in automatically to
When you
any
sail.
ticket you get.
Yes.
So if you buy beer, if you buy wine, if you buy, a couple extra bottles of water because we wanted sparkling water with our meal, that additional gratuity is also already in that part that you sign with your name and your statement, and it's an automatic 18% right now. So that's fairly standard across the board, I think, for most places. I doubt that'll change anytime soon. But we're of mind if your service is spectacular, show them.
It's been really great. All
It
right,
really has.
let's go get changed and go get a Lucas. But all in all, Palo was a great experience. I think we both.
All in all, Palo's worth every penny, and then some.
I would agree. It was clearly very nice, very nice.